I see through it. You know what I mean? I could see through it. I got crystal clear vision. I can see what's going on.
Who sang that song? Heard it all before. Heard it all before. It sound like the last 3 years, bro. Well, the last 2 at least. The same shit. The same shit.
I said we was going to beat the Knicks too. I was right about that.
Yeah, but you was wrong about everything else.
Nah. I mean, I was right about Cam Thomas, and he was the best rookie in the city.
Oh, no, you was wrong about that too?
Definitely right about that.
You're wrong.
And as much as you say about 40-something games, Quentin Grimes only played 40-something games. Cam Thomas played 62 games.
And that's because your team got hit with COVID sooner, and he got more PT. He got PT. Listen, your team got hit with COVID and injury sooner, so his opportunity came sooner. Quentin Grimes had to wait longer. But and this is very important. When your team got healthy, you were sitting on this live crying for Cam Thomas to get minutes. When my team
still
got healthy,
20 more games than your boy.
Again, your team got hit with COVID and injuries sooner, a lot sooner, right?
20 more games is a lot.
So, but listen, when Quentin Grimes cracked the rotation and he was healthy, he never left the rotation. You never heard me crying about Quentin Grimes getting more PT because he was getting the PT. You was crying when your team got healthy that Cam Thomas didn't get the PT. Where was Cam Thomas, the best rookie, quote unquote, in the city in the playoffs, on the bench?
He was still, but he still had a better season than Quentin Grimes.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Bro, he played 20 more games. Just that stat alone is alarming. Like a blaring 20 games. Bro.
No,
like,
I just told you why it happened.
No, it's not about why it happened. No. It happened. So
yes, it is about why. It's about context.
Bro, but it's still 20 games.
It's about
context. All right, I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. When you play more games, if the stats look similar, but if this player played more games than this player, then he had a better season.
No.
Why not?
No.
This guy's supposed to be known for his great defense. He's supposed to be known for his offense. One-on-one matchup. The offensive guy scores the basket on said defensive player. How is this even a debate?
Because
even in a one-on-one, he beat him.
Because you reaching.
Nah.
Yeah, you are reaching. And
Thomas had a better season.
And context matters. You feel me? Like you want to take it out of context. Why
I didn't take anything out of context.
Yes, you are. You said it doesn't. You literally just said it doesn't matter why it happened. It does matter why it happened. It does matter why he cracked the rotation sooner than Quentin Grimes. It's because out of necessity. Your team was depleted, so they had to play Cam Thomas sooner. Now, when
still had a better season.
When your team got healthy, they saw that he wasn't good enough to stay on the court. Your team saw that. Your teams had him on the bench.
I don't understand why you keep going with the same rhetoric when he still had 20 more games. Get past that.
And I told you why. Like,
but how he have a better season? He played 20 less games.
And how you not?
Because he in the rotation.
Can you?
Nah, that's bullshit.
Adjust your headphones because I don't know what you understand. It's not. It's fact.
Not valid. How did Quentin Grimes have a better season than Cam Thomas? What is your point?
My point is because on both sides of the ball, Quentin Grimes is better. And when the team got healthy and they had other options to play people over Quentin Grimes was still in the rotation. When your team got healthy, other people, they could have played Cam Reddish over him. They could have played other people, bro. There's other people on the roster that could have got PT
Quentin
over
Grimes
Quentin
is better
Grimes.
than Fournier and Cam Reddish. So what?
No, he's not better than Cam Thomas over he's not better.
Mills?
He's not better than Cam Reddish, bro. See, look, you don't know what you're talking about. Stick to talking about your team. So, boom. Back to what I was saying.
Playing time over Quentin, over him, so what?
Again, when it was time for your team got healthy, your guy was struggling to see the court. He was struggling. He got PT early because everybody was sick on COVID and injured. It's the only reason why he cracked the rotation earlier. Because when he had other options, they saw fit not to play him. And that's a fact.
60. Bro, this is my point, right? How valid is what you're saying about Cam Thomas out of 82 games, he played 67. So as much as you may be, hold on, let me finish. Hold on.
I'm trying to understand what.
Hold on, let me finish.
You about to say the same shit that you said 3 times ago?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm bringing you to math class. 67 and 82. The difference between those numbers are 15, right? Right? That's 15 games. So whatever you talking about, when we look at the stats for the Brooklyn Nets, when it comes down to how many games played, he's like top 5 on the Brooklyn Nets. When it comes down to the Knicks and how many games were played, Quentin Grimes is not top 5. Period. So as much as he's supposed to be impactful here and there, Cam Thomas is there more, doing more of what he does than Quentin riding the Pine Grimes. Like, what? Look at the minutes and the games played between the Brooklyn Net players and then see if that's valid. It's not valid, bro. You see how many games was played by these players?
Because you eliminating context. This is 22 game difference. Your guys will hurt. Like that's the part.
Game
and
difference.
it matters. It matters why he was getting the time. Because again, when your team was healthy, he wasn't getting the time. That matters. That matters. If he was
15 games, you talking about, you got to be talking about 15 games.
That's
matters. Perspective. 15 games, bro. 67 games. Why he wasn't getting 67 games he played? So you're talking about 15 games in the playoffs, so 19 games. He played 67 games out of 86 games, bro. Like, what? Oh my God, bro.
And again, and this is the same guy that was crying for
more than half.
You was crying for your man to get PT, bro.
He should have got more time.
And when Quentin and let's factor in the fact that Quentin Grimes was injured.
Got to factor in it. Health means a lot.
Saying
healthy mean a lot.
He was injured.
And the only reason why Cam Thomas was out too for a while because he was injured. And he had to come back in rotation after he got injured in a Boston game.
Well, he didn't even miss a lot of time with that injury. He missed like 2-3 games.
Nah, he missed more than that. And then when he came back, he wasn't healthy for real.
Quentin Grimes missed 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's in the morning. That's not 40 games.
It's not 40 games, but that's a good 10 games.
So how long he took to crack the rotation if he only played 40 games? If he missed only 10 games because of his health? That's my point. Who over him? Fournier? Y'all wasn't winning with him.
We was healthy for a lot of the season. We was healthy for a lot of the season. You act like y'all started the season just playing what you would call it, Cam Thomas. No, it took for people to get on COVID and him to get injured, but them to get injured for him to see the flaw. Like context matters, bro.
They sent him to the G League and he scored like 60 points or something crazy. And then the next day he was back up.
He was back up on the bench.
But no, we trying to Ginobili give him a lemon pepper Lou type of role because he offered a bench. He's the spark. He's the offensive weapon on the Brooklyn Nets in the 6-man.
All I'm saying is when you compare the two players, Quentin Grimes is better because not only is he can score by shooting the 3, he is a defensive threat. You can't say the same for that man. You can't say the same. You can't say the same.
That's fine, though.
And for him to get all these quote unquote more games he's playing and all these minutes, and for him to be such an offensive threat, the point per game differential ain't crazy. You think you'd be talking about Cam Thomas averaging 15 points a game, 12 points, 10 points. He ain't do that. It's a 2 point per game difference for somebody that's supposed to be an offensive world beater.
He scored on your boy. For him to be such a defensive player, right? He was left with the responsibility.
3 points?
Bro,
that's what
and still now it iced the game.
Bro, listen, even the best defenders in the world get scored on, dog. Like, what are you talking about?
Henny for president. Shout out to you.
First of all, shout out to you, Henny, for president, because you know I'm a Henny drinker myself. Yeah, I mean, and your name is fire. Shout out to you on the YouTube check-in. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Hold on. I gotta put those comments up. That's a fact. That's a fact. What records did Cam break since he's such an offensive world beater, bro? Like what records did he break for your organization?
He scored like 20. It was a record where he scored like 20 something at a certain age. Like he was one of the youngest Nets players to do it. I forgot exactly what the record was.
Was he one of or the youngest to do it?
I think he was the second youngest. I think he was this.
Well,
I'm not
Quentin
sure.
Quentin Grimes was the youngest. Or the first. He's number one. I think his first start, 27 points for a New York Knicks.
27 starts as a rookie?
For his first start, dropped 27 in his first start as a New York Knicks. That's a record. You know what I mean? That's a record. You feel me? But your man's supposed to be this offensive world beater, bro. What happens?
What you mean? He's in the company of 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and then pick number 27 for the most 20 points a game for the rookies last season. And the only reason why he didn't get more 20 points per game is because they wasn't giving him the attempts that, you know what I mean? Besides that, he's in that company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 draft pick, and then him, the 27th draft pick. In that company, scoring 20 points 10 times last season. How many times did Quentin Grimes score 20 points?
He's not even top
Don't
3.
Don't duck that question.
How many times? I'm not sure. I don't got the numbers. I ain't got the numbers in front of me.
Yeah.
But look. You hype about him not even being top 4?
Top 4 for what? 20 points per game coming off of the bench? Bro, all of the players that was in front of him start. The only reason why he didn't get those is because, again, like I said, those draft picks, they all start. He wasn't getting the same minutes or shot attempts as those players that are before him. Had he been getting those same minutes and shot attempts, he'd have been up there with them at number 1.
And then also defensively, he didn't have the luxury. Those other guys don't have the luxury of playing with a Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Like, they don't have the luxury of that. They didn't have the luxury of that. Yeah, you know I mean, so let's not act like that doesn't matter, because teams weren't defensively scheming for Cam Thomas. You feel me? Like, when the Nets come up, they don't go, we're going to figure out a way how we're going to stop Cam Thomas. No, those other guys that you mentioned, teams go, yo, we got to figure out how to stop this rookie. Like, that's part of the game plan for them. So that's a difference. And this kind of context matters, bro. Like,
he got 2 game winners. That's on them. You know, he played the 3rd most games for the Brooklyn Nets. It's Patty Mills did it. Bruce Brown. Patty Mills with 81 games. Bruce Brown played 72, and then there's 3rd Cam Thomas with 67 games. James Johnson follows him at 62 games. So all of these minutes that you say got took from him, it's not how it really went, bro. Like, he played more games than these players that you're mentioning.
Bro,
like,
you saying it's not how it really went. I'm listening to you. That's supposed to be. I sit here and do this podcast with you.
They should have gave him more minutes, is what I was saying.
Yeah, I sit here. Listen, you're supposed to be a New York, a Brooklyn Net expert of some sort, and I listen to you whine and complain week after week, talking about what minutes that Cam should have got.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about what you're talking about. I'm using your words as a reference. Right. So don't say that what I'm saying. No, what you said led me to say what I'm saying.
You shouldn't have said it because of that, because you don't understand the context that I said it in. I said it in a sense where he averaging 8 points because of what y'all giving him the you know what I mean? Y'all only giving him but so many chances to score only 8 points. And that being said, y'all got him in the game, and the role that he was playing, he would be waiting for the offense to happen instead of being in the mix, creating the offense. And that was part of the problem as well. And that's why I was saying Nash not coaching, not giving him X's and O's, picking rolls and picking slips and that type of thing for him to create offense. He was picking pops, none of that. So again, I wanted him to get more minutes, but he averaged 17 minutes per game. And the reason why I was saying I wanted him to get more minutes, because we were overplaying Patty Mills. And y'all seen that happen because Patty Mills averaged 29 minutes last season, and that's the most minutes he averaged in his career. And he's in the latter part of his career. We burnt out our veteran, and it showed around All-Star break and towards the end of the season. And he actually got his spark back playing the Knicks, and we won that game. But my point is that, yeah, that's why I was saying that Cam Thomas should get more minutes so you don't burn out a Patty Mills. And that's exactly what he did to Patty Mills. He burned him out because Patty Mills was there taking the offensive responsibility from Joe Harris. And he did that to an extent, but we still miss Joe Harris. You can't overplay him like that again. And that's, again, reiterating my point on why I said that Cam Thomas should have got more minutes. And not to mention that fucking James Johnson was given too many shots.
Still validates my point. You feel me? Like that your coach saw fit to play old ass Patty Mills more than he played Cam Thomas. That still validates my point.
James Harden played 44 games. He played more than James Harden, Kyrie, KD, Curry, Aldridge, Drummond, Joe Harris,
you can't count
Claxton.
Because James Harden got traded.
I'm just saying, this is the roster from last season, and he played more games than all of these players.
I'm just saying, you can't count James Harden because James Harden wasn't even on your team for half of the season.
Well, he's still, with even that being said, 67 out of 82 is impressive for any rookie. So shout out to Cam Thomas. You did your thing. I still feel like, even though I'm debating with T-Time, I still feel like you had the better rookie season this last season for the Brooklyn Nets in the whole city. Because of the 2 game winners I didn't see Quentin Grimes with a game winner. And also because you played 67 games. You had a stretch where you averaged 21 points for 8 games.
You do know some scrubs hit game winners too. You feel me? Like, I'm pretty sure Robert Horry got more finals game winners.
Don't do that.
There's some superstars, but you would never put.
He's not a scrub.
But he ain't a superstar. You feel me? Like, Robert Horry got more finals game winners than Jason Kidd, but I would never say Robert Horry better than Jason Kidd. You feel me? Like that don't.
I'm just saying, late in the game, we went to Cam Thomas twice, and we won twice. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like,
that don't mean shit though. That don't make you better than somebody.
2 out of 2 for clutch situations for a rookie, and that don't mean shit. But none of your rookies did that. That's pretty impressive.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit because.
That's
I
salty,
guarantee you.
Man. Of course it means something.
He take that shot 9 out of 10 times he missed. You feel me?
But he made it.
Yeah. I mean, the sun shine on the dog ass every once in a while too, Playboy. You feel me? That don't mean shit. Let's see what happened this upcoming season. My boy Quentin Grimes going to dog walk the shit out of Cam Thomas.
I doubt it.
He's going to dog walk the shit out that boy.
I totally doubt it.
But let's wrap this up, man. I'm going to spend some time with my kid before it's time to go to bed, man.
All right, yo, shout out to all the Knicks and Nets fans. It was fun, and I got the same sentiments for the last weekend. I love y'all. I appreciate the love. Y'all pulled up. We played basketball. We had fun. Let's do it again. And y'all know what it is, man. It's Who Run the City, the podcast. Shout out to T-Time. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe.
Peace. All right, y'all. Holla. I'm out.